Following Indiana's loss to Minnesota last night, Darian DeVries spoke on what he saw and he was frustrated with his offense. He put the blame on himself. He said, quote, offensively, we didn't get the movement we needed to get better quality shots. We got to find ways to do things different and find better ways from my part to put us in a better position to score. End quote. Wants more movement, wants better shots, but ultimately blames himself for not finding the ways to put his guys in position. Does that track with what you saw in Indiana's loss to Minnesota?
Yeah, I think so. I think Darren can do a better job getting guys easy looks. I think Darren runs a better offense than this, to be honest with you. I think we did the recap and we focused on Tuck and Lamar because they have to be special. I think Darren's job is to make everybody else good enough to where those two can get a break, and he hasn't done that yet. Now, I don't know that he can, but I think if you're doing like man in the mirror self-reflection stuff, I think he hit the nail on the head.
Okay. What's the adjustment? How is he going to get better shots for guys on this team?
So that's the problem. I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea. That's why I don't think he should put like too much blame on himself because I don't know what that looks like necessarily with this roster. But what I will say is I didn't know what the answer was at West Virginia last year either. And then somehow Javon Small made the NBA, looks really good in the NBA, and we should have been in the tournament. So like
So,
Darren does have a way to come up with like an answer when there doesn't seemingly isn't one.
so if I was watching, I watched this game last night. The only thing I feel like would have been like easily scriptable for better shots is just more Tate and Connerway on the floor. So he was on the bench for 17 minutes this game with foul trouble. You want him playing 35 minutes. Um, I think you need your point guard very clearly. And if you don't have your point guard, it just turns into like Tuck, do whatever you can do. And Lamar Wilkerson do things you physically can't do. Because I don't like Lamar Wilkerson putting the ball on the floor. I want him catching and shooting. Tucker DeVries just had a really bad night. Looked gassed at the end. But like this is where I'm struggling with this. I gotta find better ways to put us in position to score. Are you going to do that with Connor Enright playing 35 minutes? Because Connor Enright was wide open. Nobody guarded him in this game, intentionally so. They had a good scout. And he would catch the ball wide open with 5 seconds on the shot clock and frantically look to pitch it to Lamar, who's double covered. So, like, if you're reevaluating ways to put your guys in position to score, surround them with threats. And there aren't any, I don't think there's bench guys that are threats either. Like, unless you go jumbo big and put Trent Sisley into the lineup. So I think this is a personnel issue more than a schematic issue. I do not think the scheme was the issue with the offense last night. I think it was foul trouble for Connerway and personnel.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I'll say this and it might not be the hardest thing to come up with, by the way. This might just be very easy for Indiana fans to do. Until someone tells me why Connor Enright wasn't on West Virginia last year, I don't think he should be on Indiana either. Because this is supposed to be the better version of that West Virginia team, and he's bringing dudes he didn't want to bring to West Virginia. So, like, I don't know. I think it's an interesting situation. I don't think they have the talent that's needed to do what Darren wants to do, and I think that's part of the problem. But what makes Darren so special, to an extent, not to be rude here, is ego. And Darren probably fully believes he can make Enright a really good point guard and a scoring threat, and fully believes his offense can fix the issues. I think the first thing and the easiest thing to fix, Reed Bailey, you are allowed to shoot threes. It's okay.
So you want to see Reed Bailey attempting threes.
I think if he attempts threes, it at least opens up the paint for Tuck to get to the post. And I think Tuck is one of the best post players in the country and gets very easy looks out of the post, not just for himself, but others. And I think that makes Lamar Wilkerson more of a spot up shooter. But if Reed Bailey's not going to shoot threes, it just clogs the paint.
I still don't really understand why he's not.
He, I think he thinks he's not allowed to.
Is he allowed to?
He should be.
Yeah, he hasn't made a three since November 12th.
Hasn't
He's
he
attempted
attempted like two the whole year?
he's attempted one three since November 12th. Two
And it
threes on
was
the year.
yesterday, right?
No, it was against Kansas State.
Oh.
when he had 21 points on 13 made free throws.
There you go. There you go. 21 points because you shot a three. You don't got to make them. We just got to keep people
You just got to
honest.
shoot. So the key to fixing the offense is one Reed Bailey 3-point attempt a game.
Got to keep people honest. You
Can
don't
I
got to
get
make them
greedy
this
then?
week. Huh?
Can I get greedy then? If we're asking for one Reed Bailey 3-point attempt a game, I'd like two Connor Enright shot attempts a game.
Listen, Draymond Green has a green light because you got to keep people honest, not because we think it's going in. It's okay to shoot. We have five players on the court. It's okay for all of them to shoot.
I think I got to come up with a nickname for Enright the same way I had the cardio cups for a couple years. I'm thinking Connor N bad
Connor and wrong.
because this is only going to end bad if Connor Enright is on the court. That's what I'm going with.
Is he a senior?
Yes,
Thank God.
but COVID though, you never know.
Darren, feel free to let him know. Hit the Deion Sanders. Let him know he can go to the portal.